healers, very much they live in the dream world. Sometimes they can't tell the difference between reality and fantasy. But very much they are natural healers, very good with people. But they can at times complicate their own lives. They can very much make things more complicated than it needs to be. They are natural romantics. Very much they like a man to look after them, and they'll wheel them in with their womanly wiles. They'll keep their figure good. They keep their figure good. They wear the feminine underwear. That they're very much the seductress of the pack till they get their man in. But if the man then can't look after them, then by God, they'll soon see the other side of them, because they have got that sting in their tail, a bit like the Scorpio. Would you understand that, my woman? Because I know they make me aware of it. Darling, this card brings in your mother. Okay? Brings in a lovely female from the spirit world here. And I know she comes in, Mima, you yourself have been a little bit, I want to say a wee bit worried recently, actually. I feel your sleep, it's causing your sleep to be disturbed so much so that you're falling asleep during the day. Because she tells me about you nodding off, okay? But I know she comes in around, darling, your husband's not in the spirit world, is he? Because I just get dug in my ribs there, quite cheeky yesterday. He just came in and went, oi! So it's just saying, I'm here as well. So I didn't actually feel him at first. So he's coming in, but I'm not finished with your mother, so you can wait. Because I want to say your mum's just coming in because she's telling me you've not been sleeping great, and she also says you've been a wee bit melancholy, okay, and you've been reminiscing a wee bit about the past, darling, because I know she's got a great sense of humour, hasn't she? Got a great sense of humour. Did she not have teeth? Did she lose her teeth? Because I just feel like as if she wanted to eat something. So she would have took her teeth out to eat. Would you understand that? Instead of keeping them in, she took them out to eat. Because I just felt, I thought what she doing, but then I felt her chewing. So again, that's just your calling card, if you like. But she's also, did she not have her teeth in when she passed? No, they were put in when she was in her coffin, she's telling me, but she didn't have them in before she passed. No, she says, I would have liked my teeth in so they'd look better before I went over the other side. She said, time to put them in, she's a wee bit too late, I've gone. But that's her sense of humour, would you understand? She's got a great sense of humour. And I can almost feel with her, she could have been a wee bit, her and your dad having a wee bit a double act. Would you understand? Because they're chalk and cheese, but they very much would have bounced off each other, because that's a lovely energy. Okay, he's like, am I getting in now? Right, okay. So I've got your husband here, not overly tall, maybe about 5'6", 5'7". He's a wee bit bigger than me as he comes in. No bad in his days, telling me. Smartly dressed, because he's trying, it's like, you'll never get that round, that's just a bolero son, you'll never get that round. So he's trying to tidy me up, would you understand that? Like, come on, smarten yourself up a wee bit here. I mean, I thought I'd done my best coming out tonight. So that's how he'd be, very smart. He liked his women smart, okay? And he complimented you on how you looked. Because, oh, you look beautiful tonight, Mima. He always complimented you, and he's saying he's glad to see you're still looking after yourself, okay? Darling, you've got a problem with your eyes, he's telling me just now. So he's very much making me aware of that, so he's very much around you. And you still have a picture out of him and you talk to it, okay? And he's telling me we have conversations, and there was a certain chair your husband liked to sit on, okay? So he says he still comes in and he sits in that chair and he puts his feet up, because I can see him putting his feet up, okay? The slippers on. So he did like his wee bit of comforts as well. But I know he's very much still around your home, because he takes him into your home here. I feel that your living room must be on the right-hand side as you go in the door, because he's very much making me aware of that. But I also know he's making me aware of a mirror. It must be in the hallway as well, because I know from time to time it must catch your eye, and you're catching spirit, or you're catching spirit from the side of your eye because you turn round because you think there's somebody there. Okay? And that's your husband's presence within your home. I also know I can hear his footsteps walking about when you're in your bed at night, and you can actually hear the floorboards creaking, and you can hear movement. That's him letting you know he's around you, darling, okay? I know your husband would have had real problems with his breathing at the end, because he's given me the heavy breathing here. And that again, as he comes in, he's bringing in the joke with it, okay? Because I know as he comes in, he talks about the difficulty in breathing, and the difficulty of telling you, I love you, before he actually passed, because he felt quite emotional. So I'm having to get him back a wee bit. Thank God you're a Sophie, I saw him. He found that hard not to tell you, darling, because he could hardly talk. But that was his last thoughts about how much he loves you, and he still does. because he's coming in here and he's making this old tap soap every night and all. So I know as he comes in, he's just making me feel that love for you, Mima, as he comes in, darling. But you still have a wee, he's pulling out a drawer, darling, and you still have bits and pieces belonging to him in the drawer. Because do you still have an old watch belonging to him that doesn't work? Who has a watch belonging to somebody in the spirit world? And do you have a picture of him in a drawer? And you also have, there's coins or something, metal in that drawer as well that belong to him. I don't know if it's coins or if it's cufflinks, but he's shown me a drawer and there's different bits and pieces that would have been his. Did he have reading glasses? Do you still have the reading glasses? Because he's talking about your glasses as well. There's something about the glasses. Because he's making me aware of glasses, so you need to look. I think you might find a set of glasses darling lying about the house. I know he's been to spend a wee while now, but you might be looking through something and find them there. Or you may just import them to your house, because I know he's making me aware that he's very much around you, very, very close to you. Excuse me. But he's coming in, darling, and I feel he's coming in because his one regret wasn't he didn't get to tell you. Okay, just because his voice must have been very, very dry, or he couldn't talk, because it's a struggle to get the words out. Okay, but I know he's coming in with a great love, and he's still there. But you feel him, he said something, you know he's there. And you smell him as well, there's a certain smell that reminds you of him, and you smell it, because he says, I just wafted about the house. And she's like, oh, he's here, because you can tell, would you understand? So he's very, very close round about you, very, very close round about family, darling. Okay, so take the love from your lovely husband. For all I was joking about Melly. Oh, you're talking, right, okay, February, March are important months for birthdays and anniversaries, he's telling me, before he goes. He says, I never forgot, it's February, March, so he's just missed the birthdays and anniversaries. But he said, I didn't forget I was there. Okay, so he's just bringing that in for you as well. Okay, so thank you very much for the work you've done. Okay.